So this is track number 4, Grow, which is, I mean, if there was ever a song that someone was going to know about us, it would probably be this one.
Yeah.
This one is one of our older ones as well. This one was released a couple of years before the album as a single. This is one of the two songs off that album that came out before the album did.
Yeah.
We'd actually already done a version of this before we did the album version. I think I like this song because it's a mixture of everything we do as a band. I mean,
Yeah.
I think the way we've always sort of approached writing, it's always been quite eclectic, it's been quite varied, and we sort of try and take on a lot of different styles and see what we can do with it, I suppose. And this one, each section in it, I think, has a different aspect that we maybe do a whole song of later on the album.
Yeah. Got the catchy hook in the chorus.
Which we hopefully have in every song Right Viewer. But yeah, no, it is. I think this is one of the best representations of what we try and achieve when we write as a band.
Or at least, I mean, what we were trying to achieve then.
Yes.
Because obviously it's constantly evolving.
Who knows what's next? If you had one song to kind of encompass that whole album, it would probably be Grow.
Yeah, when people like first ask me about the band and they say, "Oh, what song should I listen to?" I say Grow.
Yeah, it's Grow.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about what I think the lyrics are about. This is always a fun game we play because it's sort of like we'll be sort of like on the way to a show or something. It's like, Cherry, what's this song about? So, what is this song about?
There's no like way to beat around the bush with it. This song, the lyrics were about a breakup.
I just remembered that. I remember that immediately after I asked the question.
Yeah, they were about after the breakup had happened. I was in a really like low place, and you know, breakups are horrible. They're always going to suck. They're always going to feel like the end of the world, and it was about that feeling of feeling like it's the end of the world, but actually no, it's not. And like, I am going to come out the other side of this. I am going to be stronger. I just have to get through this horrible mourning period that everyone goes through. And yeah, it was literally just about that.
It's a really like red song for me, and I don't know why it's like red and yellow. It's like very far. It's probably to do with like the flamethrowers in the music.
In the music video.
I was just thinking that while you were talking. I was like, this is so red. This is so fiery. But it is. It's like there's also a lot of fire imagery in the lyrics. But yeah, what's interesting is that until you told me it was about a breakup, I didn't know.
What did you think it was about?
I thought it could be about any number of things. It's very like, there are some parts of it which are explicit, but most of it could be applied to any number of situations.
True, yeah. I tried to do that though.
But that's the thing. Because I think if you like, be like, we broke up on this day.
Exactly.
And then,
I don't want to be Taylor Swift, you know? I don't want it to be obvious to the person listening that, oh, she's singing about a boy. She's singing about a breakup or a relationship, you know?
Yeah.
I want it to be a thing that people can take and make it have their own meaning.
Make it their own. Yeah. I mean, that's the point, because otherwise it's just.
Yeah.
Otherwise you're not giving anyone to latch onto or interpret. You're telling them how they should view your music.
Exactly.
Which is
that's not what we do.
Yeah. It works for some people, and if you can do it well and in an engaging way, then great. But we've never really felt it was our right to do that.
Yeah.
We've just sort of written how we felt at the time.
Yeah. And
people will come to us with all kinds of meanings and interpretations of it, and that's like really rewarding. It must be especially rewarding for you writing the lyrics. So Grow is like the song of ours that's most synonymous with us, and it's the one that people most frequently kind of come to us with and tell us about their experiences with it, I would say.
I think it was also the first one where where I did the whole positivity out of negativity thing with my lyrics. I think it was the first one where I did that, and obviously that became a theme on the album, because it was probably the first time since I joined the band where I went through anything, you know, like that upsetting.
Yeah.
To a point where I got that low and then had to like climb back out of it.
I think before then as well, because we did the EP the original EP so soon after you joined. The writing process was more like everyone mucked in on everything. We were just trying to get something out the door as quickly as possible. And with this one, we took a bit more time, and we had the instrumental for quite a while. But rather than giving any sort of pointers, I think that was the first time. It was just like, Cherry, go, write, and do whatever you want. And that was what came out of it, which is really cool. So, well done, mate.
Thanks.